on to 25-22 school board member and superintendent comments. So, should I spin a wheel, or does anybody want to volunteer? Ms. Morgan?
Why not? Thank you to those who came out tonight. Thank you to everybody who served previously. It's kind of a bittersweet meeting as we have folks coming off, and now we'll have new folks coming on. It's kind of the end of the era. My heart hurts, especially sitting looking at Mr. Branson, so it's going to definitely not be the same. So thank you for your service and all you've done, and I know we'll have you to the end of the year, but I just feel like I need to say that. Congratulations to everybody who was elected. Appreciate everybody's willingness to be a part of the team. Also want to thank Ms. Thompson for her update. I know it's definitely a team effort, and the timing couldn't have been better. I know it's a horrible situation, but at least it was in the summer, and I know we're going to learn something from it as we do every real event. I'm sure there'll be an after action review, and there'll be all kinds of fun stuff that comes out of it. But thank you for addressing the board and thinking the community, because we do depend in the Highlands solely pretty much on volunteers. So it's very important that we take the time to thank them. And the students coming to congratulate Ms. Work was very heartwarming, and she's definitely made a lasting impact, and that's so great to see. So I believe that's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Morgan. I'll skip around here a little bit, Mr. Branson.
Sure. I too want to thank everybody who came in. And John, you did a good job, buddy. Good job as chairman. You did an excellent job, and we appreciate that. And thank you too, Teresa. But I want to congratulate, what is it, Ms. What is her name?
Warwick.
To get that award is awesome. You know that? And I wish she was here. But the thing that impresses me most is the legacy she's leaving. You notice the kids, staff, everybody, you know, said what a good job she did. And that means a lot. Right? That's all we all have, is what we leave behind. Good, bad, or ugly, you know. And that's our job as school board members, is to leave our school system in a better position than when we got here. That should be our goal. Ms. Thompson, thank you. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for keeping them together. Okay? And you know, our firefighters and our first responders, our staff, what a job y'all do. We thank you for that, okay? All of you. I mean, you all, if we could do above and beyond, we'd have a heck of a list every time. For all the people who have to, you know, just work countless hours, give to all they have, you know, that's a lot. But, and I thank you for that. I thank all of you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Branson. Mr. Woodson.
Yes, sir. Again, John, nice job. It was the toughest few months that I've had in my tenure as a school board member, and I thought you handled it well. Good job. Congratulations to Mr. Eric on his appointment as chairman. Look forward to working with you this coming period. And I'd like to start off by saying good job, Ms. Nicely, with the issue that we suffered through. You know, things happen. We've experienced that over the last year, I guess, but you handled it well, and I thought you communicated very well. And being here today to double down with that communication, I think goes a long way, not only for folks in this room, but also the public in general. So thank you. We just approved policy section J, which includes a section under student conduct, JFC, and I hope everyone can reread that when they get a chance. But I think we still, I see a opportunity for us to double down our efforts in regards to character, in regards to bullying that seems to continue to occur, and I'd like for us to think about how we address that individually. come up with some ideas on things that we might be able to change or affect to improve that situation at our schools. So I'd like to challenge us all to come back and actually purposely think about that and work towards that. If kids are in school and feel safe and feel belonging, I think it goes a long way to their education. And right now, I feel as if there's a gap in our schools, and I'd be curious to see if we can come up with some ideas. I think we're collectively much stronger than we are individually coming up with the right answer. So that's all I had for this month.
Thank you, Mr. Woodson. Mr. Umstead?
Yes. This might be the most pleasant time I've talked in a while. I got a booklet that had the SOL scores in it. They're not outstanding. But considering the nightmare we've gone through in the past 3 or 4 years, probably not bad. I would like to see us start a group of people that worked on helping people improve their teaching skills to help teach. I get to talk to a ton of people, and then people tell me, well, they don't call me. And I told one person the other day, I wonder why they don't call you. Did you ever stop and think about why they don't? And why they call me? And the lady said, I never thought of that. Umstead, would you actually do something about it? That's a good point. If teachers need help, I think we've got to help them. We've got to find a way for them to tell us. I teach math. I got a book. I have trouble in the classroom. I don't know what to do. And we close the door and say, get it done. I think we're past the time of people relying on themselves to get it done if you don't have the skills. Math to me is the easiest subject in the world to teach. I'm going to boast. I have 6 kids. They took 27 SOL tests in math. The lowest score they had was 525. Because I taught math 4 days a week at home. Math is simple. And Kim's heard me say this. What's 4 plus 4? 8. It never changes. Why do we make it difficult? And Mallory, I'm going to tell you this. If I hear this from a teacher, I'm going to have them write down what they said. I used to hear teachers say, God, we got the best part, fun part of the day over with. Now get out your math books and let's go through math. It's not difficult. But if you plant the seed that it is, it will be. Our job is to plant seeds of positivity and positive. I will gladly go into anybody's room if I have the permission. No, I don't need permission. I'll gladly go into anybody's room and help them teach math. It's not hard. It is not hard. We make it more difficult. You know what I'm talking about, because you and I talked about this. There's a plan coming up sometime this upcoming year dealing with math. The same thing I'm saying. Don't make it difficult, make it simple. Make it simple. And I don't know about you guys, but I love this format of us looking at each other in the face and talking. I don't like the fact there are people behind me, but I can live with that. But I like this, to look at Gerald and you guys, and we talk. This is the most we've talked as a group in a long time, because we're not lined up in a line.
Gerald might not like looking at you and me, I don't know.
Well, I guess he's not. He's done. So I really thank the board for how this meeting was handled. It was handled very well. Not everybody's going to agree. What we have to agree on is when it's done, we do what's best for the kids.
Amen.
And if we don't, I'm going to call us out. Mallory knows if she does something that I don't like, I'm going to tell her. That's all there is to it. And believe it or not, 9 times out of 10 she appreciates it. Especially when she's got her daughter with her and I'm being nice. This is a good meeting, and I really appreciate this. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Umstead. Mr. Littleton?
Start off and congratulate Ms. Warwick. That's quite the award, and as Mr. Francis said, leaving quite the legacy. And hopefully we'll be fortunate enough to get to see more of her in the future. Ms. Thompson, I want to thank you, and please thank your staff and everyone that helped in your incident. And it takes the village. And it's times like that that I'm very proud to say that I'm from this community, and that we're in a very good community. I mean, there's a lot of good, caring people around here that take their shirt off the back to help anyone. As I know the old saying goes, or I used to like to say, I don't mind helping anyone who wants to help themselves. But also too, want to thank our administration for all their hard work they're going throughout the summer. I know it must be tough to still be coming to work every day when some of your peers are not. But hopefully some of those days are a little bit easier and not quite as chaotic as some of them can be. And I'm sure Christina, you know, yours probably aren't quite as hectic right now since you're not having to try to schedule buses to cover here and there. And thank you for all your hard work throughout the year doing that, because that's a very tough job. It really is. Might as well while we're here. Shane, thank you for all of your hard work with all of our capital projects and transportation, and getting up early in the morning and driving the roads looking for snow and ice and all the above. I mean, that's, fortunately for us, we have someone who's willing to put in the hard work, but unfortunately for Shane, I know it's a lot of times he leaves the house in the morning before the sun comes up and gets home well after the sun goes down. And Ms. Buckner, we want to thank you for all of your hard work and everything you've carried through with our meals for our kids and their nutrition, and coming up with creative ideas with the middle school to get everyone food, and good food, not just a sandwich. Thank you very much for going above and beyond. Fred, thank you very much for all of your hard work. I know you day in, day out, and unfortunately you're probably one of the people who gets some of the not so nice phone calls for your position. But, you do very well with it, and we're very fortunate to have you. We're very fortunate to have everybody in this room. And any teachers out there that are home, hope you're enjoying your vacation over the summer. Enjoy it. Won't be too long. We'll be back to the grind again. But that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Littleton. Ms. Alterman?
Well, it is. We're still celebrating the conclusion of one school year, and here we are looking at August 13th, coming fast. So, you know, we thank everybody for their hard work. I think it's still time to celebrate the previous school year, even while we gear up for our next school year. And we echo sentiments from the board this evening about all the service that we've seen from all our staff, our students, their families. That is really, really impressive. We thank the board for leading the way on that. This is a good time of the year to remind you all of that. Obviously, it's an important responsibility, but we do appreciate your hard work, even when that's just keeping up with a lot of communications that you have to read through and make sure you know. We know it's not easy. To John and Gerald, I think both Melinda and I said that being vice chair and chair was not usually all that difficult. And this year, there were a lot of interesting responsibilities on those positions. So we really appreciate you hanging in there with us and keeping things moving and keeping communication moving. And we really appreciate your service very, very much. We want to say thank you. I want to join in the thank yous to Ms. Thompson and her team. When the phone rings at 5 in the morning, it's not usually great. But in the summertime, you're really not expecting it to ring at 5 in the morning when you're Melinda and I. And we were working on this within minutes, but gracious, y'all were already taking care of things. And so it was really incredible. And all of the people that you mentioned so graciously that came to that aid, it was very impressive. Like I did actually take some photos just because it was really neat to see that amazing team effort, and moving that much water that quickly could not have happened without a response from each and every one of our schools. So it was truly, truly incredible. We're so proud of Sarai Work. We don't know what to do. She really has made a really positive difference for our kiddos. And she's done a lot of things that are above and beyond her role. So we're looking forward to her successes in the future as well. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything here. I want to point out two things that just might be helpful. Mr. Umstead was mentioning a math piece, and board members, as you're aware, there's a training that you can opt to attend. It's a virtual training that occurs in October. That a group's providing for a large number of school divisions, but it's got some new math research in it, and that's what you and I were talking about there. So that may be something other members of the boards are interested in, so we wanted to highlight that for you. The research is really interesting if you like educational research, so it'll be an interesting presentation. And then also wanted to quickly highlight that our board members tonight have a book that is a gift from the students actually at Mountain View Elementary School, and you have different editions of it. Mr. Umstead already, I believe, picked up his, but there are books about what the children want to be when they grow up, and they're awesome. They're just really fun to look at. There are 4 different books, so you can trade them around if you'd like. But it's our first graders telling us what they might like to be and drawing about that, and it's really interesting to think back to first grade and enjoy those. And the kids really invested in this project, and they're really proud for you to have a copy of their books. So please enjoy that.
Thank you very much, Ms. Halterman. Well, there's been a lot of good things said. Mr. Franson, I suppose you don't want me to repeat all of the good things, do you? I should just echo that?
Ditto.
So I will say ditto to all the thanks and congratulations to everybody. With the possible exception, I think Mr. Gleason might have been left out. So thank you, Mr. Gleason. Just being thorough. I want to make sure you were properly thanked for your hard work.
Can I add Miss LeMaster in transportation?
Yes, and I think, John, you did mention Christina and as a block there, but yes,
I'm sorry.
well, with all of the transportation issues, you can't be thanked enough anyway. So thank you so much.
Sweet.
I won't go on and keep us here any longer, but Gerald said something that kind of struck me, something that my dad used to say. Whenever we were out and about somewhere doing something, cleaning up or whatever, he would always say he always liked to leave a place a little bit better than he found it. And I think if we're looking at the biggest picture of all, that's what we're all here to do, is to leave public education in the Alleghany Highlands a little bit better than we found it. So I think we have done that. Great credit to Mr. Littleton and Mr. Franson for helping steer us through that. And I think we will continue to make public education better than when we found it. So, thank you very much for everybody here tonight. That will then bring us to 2523 closed session, Code of Virginia